I'm
Now
echoing.
I'm echoing.
Hello.
Wow. Am I still
I
echoing?
No,
Echo
not on my
gone.
side. It's gone. Everybody's
Okay.
side. Horrible. And it's echoing from your side now?
You still there?
Yes.
Okay.
Now I hear my echo. It's Let's move on.
Isn't that something? You echoing again? And it happened after I did that, didn't it? It happened after I shared it again.
Yeah.
Wow. Hmm. That's crazy.
Um, People on the chat, how does it sound? Okay.
Oh, Susie says we're fine.
Okay, that's fine. Let's move on.
Okay, let's move on.
Thank you.
Thank you. And sorry for the technical difficulties, and thanks for hanging in there with us. Happy Saturday night for you.
Yes. Happy Saturday morning for you.
Thank you. I'll take it. I will take it. Yes. And we were just talking in that you asked me how am I doing. I'll reiterate it again. I've been struggling with my energy, but you know what? I keep showing up, trying to show up every day. But life has been lifing, so I've been lifing with life. And that's why you have not seen me that much lately. So that's what's been going on with me.
Okay,
Well,
good.
thank you.
Susie
Susie.
says you all look beautiful this day. Thank you.
You too, Susie. You
I wish we
too.
could see. So yeah,
I
it's just
know.
too fast.
Yeah.
But thank you. Yeah.
So I thought, anyways, what do you think about the topic? Actually, I know a little bit of how you feel about the topic. We talked about it yesterday, but just for the audience, how are you feeling about today's topic? Is marriage still relevant? Because I can tell you why I did it, but or why I wanted to have this conversation. But you tell me how you're feeling about the topic of
Uh-huh. Um, this is an interesting topic.
it is.
And welcome, Sabrina. Hope you're well.
Hello, Sabrina.
It's been a while.
It has. It has.
Um, yeah, this topic is definitely makes me think because I grew up in a very traditional environment where it's like happily ever after, all of that is a norm. And so my experience might be different from yours because you grew up in the West. I grew up in the East. Um, so I was like any other girl growing up. But
Yes.
then when I grew up, I think slowly started to challenge all of this. And of course, I had to go through a whole lot of lessons to learn on the same line. Um, but yeah, so I have a lot to say on this.
Well, you know what? No, and you know what? And good because I think it's if I do any topic, I think it merits conversation because it's obviously something I'm either dealing with myself or I have seen is a topic that's worthwhile discussing that I've noticed with the collective out there on a personal level as well as what I'm experiencing or what I see from happening from a collective level. I'll start first on a personal level as someone who um, has never been married, and I gotta be really honest. I never grew up with that whole thought process that you know what I'm gonna get married. I'm gonna find that love of my life. Um, and I think that that's strictly because I was mostly in survival mode. So in survival mode, you are thinking, even in terms of my relationships, they were in that moment. And now, at an older stage of my life, it it I'm definitely not there. I'm definitely not there. I have also come to appreciate my singleness. Yet, at the same time, in saying that, what I am noticing when because listen, you all know that I'm a YouTuber and TikToker, and I like going on those sites because you know what? That's my little outlet to the rest of the world. But it also gives me some idea of what's going on. But there is a whole trend of videos out there of people videotaping their experience of their husbands or their wives caught cheating on different apps, and they're videotaping the whole experience, and they all end up leaving. These are marriages and marriages with children, and I'm thinking, and when I say it's a trend, it's enough that you're thinking, what the hell is going on? First of all, when I think about it myself, I couldn't even think about putting my whole experiences out there online, but it lets me think about how shallow the whole thing is. Even if you want to put all your business out there online, I realize it's an experience, but why is it in such large numbers? And if you know, you know. If you know what I'm talking about because you've seen the same videos, it has made me wonder: is there any validity to marriage? Is there are people even are people being real honest when they say I do, or are they saying I do in the moment? Are they saying I do in the feel good? Because with the whole concept of when you think about when you say I do and forever and you become one, I'm thinking I have saw nothing but examples of people who are living together that act like they think for themselves. You know, I see a lot of uh, mixed up thought process. I guess and I'm thinking I probably saved myself a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of headache because I never ever did get married. So I ain't missing out on much.
Yeah,
So I thought, you know what? Let's talk about it. And a lot of people aren't even getting married today. A lot of people are choosing not to get married. And I'm thinking, okay, what is it? Is it the financial structure that comes with marriage? What is it? Let's talk about it. Because here you are, someone, because you are in that prime of um, I don't want to say pick me, but depending on the mindset and where society's coming from, you're still waiting to be picked. And listen, you're still waiting to be picked, and I'm talking about the mindset of society today. And to me, I'm not one that's put out to pasture. I'm too old. That dream is gone. Do you see what I'm saying from a societal standpoint, right? Or do you not see it
yeah.
like that? I listen. At some particular point, this society wants to put you out to pasture. It's up to you whether you go to pasture or not. As much as it is that it's up to you whether or not what you choose to marry. That's my mindset. But this is I can tell this is a difficult one for you, isn't it?
No, I'm listening. You said a whole lot there.
I did. So I'm just throwing out there all the reasons why I think we need to talk about this, because I think that if you want to look at it from the standpoint of our generation today, they're not looking at things the same way, and I think it's a good thing in some aspects. But you have to be balanced about everything too, because my view isn't the only view when it comes to marriage, and there are, for all intents and purposes, successful marriages out there. Um, I'm just seeing few or less and less of what I consider to be success. And then what does
Well,
that look like?
I think this topic can be viewed from different perspectives. One is we should get married. Like there's it's like something that is compulsory. And where is that coming from?
Mm-hmm.
Right? So that's a societal construct, and it had relevance in the past when women were financially dependent on men, right? And there's pros and cons of that, and people still choose to be in that kind of setup, which is, again, it's very personal. It can look very differently from outside, and that's why I feel like what we look outside, how it looks like from outside, is not the complete picture, right? That's one. Welcome, Mom.
Hello, Mina.
Second, some people, well, most of the time, the partners that we choose are mirroring our major traumas that we are seeking to heal through them, unconsciously or consciously,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I think that's what I personally see is the point of relationships of any kind, actually. Um, some people come into our lives to kind of help us work through certain things that we might not be able to on our own. Right? What does everyone think? Please, I'm just like throwing it out
When you
there.
were talking, I was thinking about my parents
Yeah.
who married early. Now you got to think about the time frame, because what I'm going to tell you. My mom was born in 1929. My father, I'm not really sure about the year that my father was born. So I'm giving you some context to the period of when they grew up. Married when they were 16, something like that. My mom was 15, he was 16. They had to get some sort of parental consent, I think, maybe. My whole point being is all the children later that came after, because it was like 16 children altogether, 13 living. Um, my dad ends up dying early. Well, early enough, I would say, into the relationship in terms of the raising of their children. I'm telling you, no. And then when my dad was here, I'm thinking, when I look back at that, listen, I love my parents. I am grateful to be here. But marriage, from the standpoint, from a woman's standpoint, I'm saying all of what a woman was expected to do, no, 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 and no, and no again, because I don't think one woman's got all that into her. But for the time period, that was what was expected. I don't know any woman that would want to have that many children. And I'm just going to be real with you. You
Mm.
think get one birth after another, but you know what birth does to a woman's body, into herself. Now, granted, in saying all of that, I am grateful to be here. I am grateful to be here. I obviously chose the portal that I came through, but as I said, there's something to be told from all of this story. I think my parents have a story that you know what
Yes.
will benefit this world, you know. But like I said, from my standpoint of looking at what I looked at and looking at what my mom had to take care of and what my father had to take care of when he was here, no, no, not entertaining.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting because time and time again I keep hearing this narrative that if a woman doesn't give birth to a human baby, it's like you're not a woman. Like it's just insane if you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
But that very 3D way of looking at things is what I think we're talking about. We rob women of their potential in all the other ways they can add to the world
Mm-hmm.
and creation.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what happened to, like, for example, your mom, and even, mine too in different ways. It's like
Yes.
their whole potential got completely compressed in this. And maybe that was their purpose. You know what I mean? Like, it's not, purpose is not always like lavish and big and famous. All of that is ego way of looking at the world, you know?
When I think of my mother and I think about, you know what, her deciding or not deciding to have that many births and all of that, hanging in there and doing what doing all of what she knew how to do. That's how I'll say it. I can also say that the mother that I grew up looking at, experiencing, was a woman who didn't get to truly experience the knowing fully of herself. That someone who did not get a chance to figure out really who she was, really what her passions were, anything like that. And even to the point of her death, because I'm sure that that's not to say that she didn't care for her children, but oftentimes when I looked at my mom's face, I listen, I understand it to be sadness now when I'm looking back at as a full
Hmm.
fledged woman, you know. Um,
Yeah, I think it's it goes much deeper than that.
it does.
Because if something big happened at a community level and it's not handled very well, basically you get cut off from your soul, from your heart.
Right.
And that fragmentation then very much, I feel like, puts you into a very 3D way of living, where you go into survival mode, right? And everything then becomes about just getting our basic physical needs met. And then you also have your instinctual needs, which are louder when you're in survival mode,
Mm-hmm.
right? Hence, it's a ripple effect. But it's interesting. You go 180 and look at you. you kind of bringing it into balance
Yes.
in your way,
Mm-hmm.
right? So hats off to you to be able to come to terms with it and to be sovereign in your way of living and to live your life, you know? It's
I think
huge.
that when I look at my mom's experience, and I'm going to go back to that time because think about the time period that we were living in, and I'll tell you that, you know what, when I tell you that a man pretty much owned his wife, he pretty much owned his wife. So, in having said that, you know what, my mother didn't have the best experience when it came to being with my father because my father was abusive at times, and my father was very. He could be very controlling. He could be very controlling, and my mother could be very much a rebel too, in her own way. You know, so you know it made for a very bad match. But that was not a time when I can tell you people were leaving one another. It was not a time when people were talking divorce. It wasn't a time when people were talking such things as abuse. It wasn't a time when people were having conversations. This is how a wife is supposed to act. This is what a wife is supposed to do. This is what a husband does. This is what a husband's supposed to do. You know, and as I said, that was a time period of you. You know what? You better rule your home. You know, so
Exactly. And
distorted perception. I feel on you know.
it's like if you don't know, you don't know. Simple as that. And I think our parents did the best they can with what they had.
Absolutely.
It's like it's very it's still doesn't take away the pain of your experience like as a child, not at all ignoring that, but like you have to look at the full picture. You know, when you're stuck in a certain timeline, a paradigm, it's very hard to get out of it unless someone helps you get out of it. You see what I mean? Like our parents in general, I feel like really needed support, which they didn't have,
Well, I'll
unfortunately.
tell you this: that looking at their experience and how I experienced them through the experience, it birthed inside of me. No, I want something different. And why can't you
Yeah.
do something different? Why can't I say no? I can remember from the earliest, I was probably about four,
Yeah.
after experiencing a domestic violence scene with my parents. And at 4 years old, I'm saying that will never happen to me. And I'm thinking, even then, if this is what, and I guess maybe that's another reason why we're having that conversation. If this is what uh, someone taking ownership of you looks like, I'd rather be alone.
Yeah.
You know? So,
Absolutely. And that's where we are coming to. It's like
and maybe that's what's made me very hyper vigilant throughout relationships. Absolutely.
exactly. So it's like they did the best they could,
Mm-hmm.
but you were still robbed of the things that you needed
Absolutely.
to fully um, be a healthy, emotionally sound, mentally sound human. You know?
Yes.
Um, yeah, and I think it really requires a very honest self-reflection and feeling all that, like for example, the experience you talked about. and to be able to come to terms with it and have the courage to make a different choice. And I think universe does bring that kind of experiences in your life if you're open for it. But if you are,
Here's what I know is that
yeah,
there is nothing that happens by chance. Like me
no,
growing up in the family I grew up in, as I told you, I think we all have assignments. So I'm not negating that, but there's reasons for that too. Because I believe that a lot
true.
of the stuff that I experienced and a lot of the toxicity and the dysfunction I experienced inside my family was coming through bloodlines of it. It was coming through generations of shit. And so I just happened to be the one to say, bam, no, it did not. And maybe, as I told you, I feel like that's been my. It was birthed in me to speak out about such things. I had to see the indifference. So you come through it in order to see it, in order to help change it through the change in you. And that's something that I continue to work on every day because you know what? That's the impact that all of it has had on me. It has impacted every one of my relationships. So I'm still learning as
Yeah.
I continue to go through it. Learning about
I
me.
think, yeah, I'm sorry. Yes.
No, no, go ahead. I cut you off. I'm sorry.
No, I did. I think that trauma, and we're talking about romantic relationships,
Yes.
the baseline example of marriage is what we see in our parents and their dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's getting hard to.
Well, you know what it is. When I look at when I look at the dynamics or the construct of marriage when it came to my parents, it all came through a sort of programming that was passed down to them. This is what we do. This is what society does. There was no room for own. There was no room. How do I feel about this? No. This is what you do. This is what makes success. And you don't have very much room to feel very much different. And you know what? Or even if whether or not you even want to get married, because guess what? Not everybody wants to get married. Doesn't mean that you don't experience the experience of and I think today's generation is saying, no, I don't need to go through all of that. And especially right now when we are coming into our own self, that's something that's being challenged. So all of those old belief systems are under fire right now. And I just want to bring that to the floor because I think that that's what I'm seeing when you see all that talk about what I was talking about TikTok and also the fact that people just aren't getting married the same way. They're not. They're and here for the same reasons why they got married in the past are the same reasons why they're not getting married today. Because women are more independent. They are financially independent. So you know what? If they're making their own money, they can do their own thing. They don't need their partner in the same way. So that's something that comes onto the table. Where in the traditional sense of thing, the man takes care of the woman, and I personally believe that you know what, each person should be taking care of yourself first. That's what's going to help come and create the whole in any type of relationship you're in. And I don't believe in forever. Nothing is forever. So that's another reason why you know what, I can't really subscribe to the whole marriage thing. Because my belief system and what I've come to know is that you know what, everything has a season or a reason or a lifetime, and that not everybody's a lifetimer. Great if you were able to pick your lifetimer, but I'm some damn glad I did not marry the first guy that come along. Because if I had married the first guy, that wouldn't have looked good. That wouldn't have looked good. I can tell you what that would look like today.
I
Either
think
I'm
that
mental or he's. No, I'm not going to say what I was going to say. But it just wouldn't occur.
I'm just gonna say it. I think at the core of this is where are you coming from?
Right,
Okay. Is it from fear? And what is fear?
right,
Fear is, to me, the system that we have created to gain
right,
some sense of control over the future
right,
and over reality. And we want to make it predictable and we want to make it certain when there's nothing certain in this life ever, right? So the underlying emotion is fear.
mm-hmm,
So it's not real. So you see, and it doesn't matter the action. We're not talking about the action. We are saying, where is it coming from? And now, the other timeline is love, is heart,
mm-hmm,
which requires you to be present, to be vulnerable, to be open, to grow, to be accountable, to have integrity. You see what I mean? Like it takes a
yes,
whole lot
yes, yes,
to build relationships from the heart. And so I'm not against relationships. I'm against
I am
if it's
certainly not
coming
against
from the mind.
relationships either. I'm not either, and I hope that I'm not
Yeah,
giving that. Uh, I hope that I'm not giving off that aura of this
yeah. It's like,
conversation because I'm about connection. I'm just saying on how we do it.
right. And it's like, if you are coming from fear, oh, I'm gonna get hurt. Oh, this person is going to ditch me, or this person is going to, whatever, hurt me.
Right,
I think, and this is new for me too, because I don't think you can ever build beautiful, authentic relationships from the mind.
mm-hmm,
There will always be a certain sense of shielding and control and fear.
You
You
know,
see what
I
I mean?
never thought that I would say this, but do we always have to put a label on something? Because I'm realizing that
Yeah,
some things don't
you
have a
don't.
label. There's no particular label that needs to be attached to it. Just like some of our relationships, you don't have to have a particular label for it because it's just going to depend on, for me, how far does your mind span with how much is your openness? How much is your closeness? How much is your, you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, because it's the mind that needs a sense of control and the human aspect,
Right.
because we are mortals, right?
But
So
okay, let's
it's
go
like,
back because I don't want to get caught up in the. But the whole point to the marriage contract is so that not only do you, okay, if it's from a financial perspective, it's so that you build. If it's from a land perspective, it's so that you keep land. Each are involving money at the end of the day. Um, and I'm just thinking that those would be, and yes, there would be the obvious love, but you choose to do all of these things with this one person. So I'm going to commit. I'm going to have all my children with this one person. This is going to be that one person. So that's, and financially, financially, we're going to tie everything together. Everything.
Yeah, and I think the construct of marriage, per my research, is that in the past, women would have kids, and there would be no accountability for men. So it would be for women's security and um, children. Like, I also want to add that I think that for the longest time, I felt that I still feel that. I still feel that you don't need to label everything,
Mm-hmm.
but your nervous system will keep, especially women, will keep asking for that validation. And so to constantly not be on monitoring, or you see what I mean?
Yes.
It's
No, when you
another
say
reason.
it'll keep you on notice. Like, um,
Yeah.
just being a little bit more. Explain that a little bit more. Do you mean it'll keep you on notice because you know what? It'll keep you wondering whether the person is completely committed to you. It'll keep you on notice of what.
And I think it depends from person to person, right? If
Yes.
you are a
Yes.
person, you can trust them easily, your partner, go ahead. But not everyone has that, especially women. Even if we can self-validate, there is, I don't know, and women can talk about it more. You will need validation from the partner just because you're human. And it's okay. You see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so it does not mean that labeling it is going to take that need away, but it just gives the other person a sense of responsibility, because socially you are, I don't know. Yeah, you're held accountable in some way.
Well, I was sitting and I was thinking as you were expressing, and I was thinking that a lot of people from my generation, I think, married the guy because either the guy had money, something that what could be offered to that woman that made her more secure in her future. Did she necessarily love him? No, I don't believe that she necessarily loved him. Because I think that there are some of those relationships, as we speak, that people are questioning that right now. And they're battling with it. They're not going to say it, but they are. They married for money, and now they're living with it. So I think that there's that aspect of it there. Because they didn't choose either go get their own, or they didn't choose to look after themselves. Because there's a whole lot of women that went into their marriage. They went from home into a marriage. They've spent no time on their own. And I think it's very valuable to be on your own at some point. I think that that's when you develop a whole
Yes.
part of yourself that what you wouldn't, as opposed to being with someone and always having a crutch underneath you, or I don't want to call it a crutch, but yes, you do have a what would you call it, yeah, a support system always underneath you, as opposed to relying on your own support system that you have developed.
I think it's very important. Like you said, I believe that too. A woman should always have a life of her own, regardless of the partner they're with. It's just really emotionally healthy Um,
Yes.
but you will still seek that validation if you're with a partner. It's not about being independent. I think it's just how humans are built.
What's that?
I said, did you hear any of it? No.
I heard a part of what you just said to me. I'm sorry.
I think what I was saying was that a woman these days have a hard time being vulnerable with men for the right reasons. They're hurt. Okay, for generations. It's not one century thing. But this is okay. My experience is that even if you're with a partner or not, you should have a life. Okay, where you have your own interests, your passions, your group of friends. You have a life. And I think only then you can be in a healthy relationship with someone else. Now, what is happening is that women, and I've been noticing it a lot more in India, don't realize that they're hurt. And they're like, we don't need anybody. I was there too. It's coming from hurt. Trauma. You being with someone does not mean you will lose yourself. It just means you don't know how to have interdependent relationship with another person. But you can only learn that when you get into one.
You know what? I agree with everything you said in that context. And then there is the how are we looking at relationship? What? Because you can get from many different people what people are seeking
Right.
inside one relationship. And so here's what I will say, because I agree with what you just said. At the same time, I will add to that and say that, you know what? When you have mastered how it is that you can get that from all your other relationships, I think that
I don't think one person can provide all the needs.
No.
Okay? But since our topic was about marriage, that's why I was very specific. But one person cannot do everything. And it's not even healthy. And that's why I have always found it strange when people get married and they forget everything around them. That's like trauma bonding to me. And that's what women actually, or people who have built a life of their own are scared of.
Right.
There are a lot of comments.
Well, we gotta go back and look at the comment. You see the comments, and I don't see the comment. Okay, I see it now. So what do we got going on here for comments? Any relationship, respect will work, romantic or platonic. Respect, that's right, is needed. That's right. Fear, control, failure. The real, why, label everything. Yeah. For real, why label everything? Yeah. At 65 years old,
I think it's important to label. I just want to add. In today's culture, there's friends with benefits. There are situationships. It's a slippery slope. Okay?
yes.
So when you're
Today
waiting something,
everything goes, and you don't know, like the way that word in relationship.
Yeah.
That's just what I mean. This is okay. Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Because when you look at that word marriage, And then you look at polyamorous relationships. And relationships, the way that the relationship whole cycle is going, is it relevant or is it relevant? And how does that work inside those type of relationship? Not that I necessarily agree with all of that, because listen, I can, I'm an Uno person. That means one person at a time. Okay? Um,
Yeah, it's just too distracting, right? I don't even know how people focus
what's
on so
going
many.
on out there today? Come on. Like, let's bring some question to that. What birthed that though? Because okay, good. We're getting somewhere. What birth what we are looking at? Because we have the suppressive, you are highly suppressed over here with
Right,
the pattern of thinking and what
exactly.
comes along with relationship. So that starts getting rejected, even though we're still doing it, as society is changing wide open over here to what you can actually have more than one. You can do it with you know I think that's something you're
It's the
saying a
mind.
little bit.
You're disassociated.
Yes, yes. Once again, not about self,
It's
right?
it's not. So you're not fully present in your body,
Right,
in
right,
your senses.
right,
So,
right.
it's like every time a new iPhone comes and you're excited, you're like, oh my God, like new phone, blah, blah, blah. And you get it, and that craze wears off in a week max.
Yes,
That's what we are doing with people. And that's why it's important to know where you are with the other person.
yes,
You can
yes,
call it whatever you want.
yes,
Clarity is everything.
yes, yes. Well, once again, I don't see that stick to itness because we have a whole generation that really
Because you're
hasn't had to
confused.
stick to
Everybody's
too
so
much.
confused.
They're confused. Not only that, but I'm going to say it's the pampered. We have a pampered generation in some aspects. A lot's
I don't
been.
think it's pampered.
You don't think it's pampered?
No. I think it's all the suppressed stuff that's coming out in all sort of ways. And since there is no collective support around it, everybody's doing whatever. So all that suppressed shit is what we see out.
Well, and when I said the word pampered, it was coming from a perspective. Once again, you know what? I'm of that generation. I am Gen X, and I'm going to tell you something. Um, what I see all you parents out there doing for your children today, it blows my freaking mind. It blows my mind.
Yeah.
And what you do early, like I don't see you're not raising them to be independent. You have left them in a place of how they do not know how to fucking cope with the world's circumstances that they are living in because they haven't had to. You They get a job, you take them back and forth to work, even though there's a bus system. Fuck. You know what? They didn't even take the bus to school. You take them to school. They don't know what it's like to, what? I'm just saying. Too much can be too
Oh.
much. I'm telling you, you're not doing nobody a favor either.
I think discipline or some kind of masculine structure is required. You can't be feminine, and it's like it's too much femininity in what you're saying.
Yes. 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 Some
And
things happen to build
feminine is
character.
chaos.
They help you build character
So
and strength, which,
yes,
you know,
you need to
and
have values and you need to have discipline. All of
and I
that.
think we've lost our
100%.
balance that way. So when I was saying the word
Yes.
pampered, that
Okay.
was coming from that perspective, and that's not everyone. That's because that's not everyone's experience. But I'm
Right.
saying a lot of what I'm seeing with the current generations.
Yeah.
But once again, you can't label everybody, and that's true. So I don't want to. But you're right.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Susie says at 65, I'm at a point. I can hear Mac. Please go ahead and read it.
Okay. At 65 years old, I am at a point of I don't give a good goddamn. I have learned to validate myself and not from the outside. I hear you. Like
It's healthy.
it it,
Yeah.
it I
But
think that
it's
it,
up,
no, it's
up to a certain limit.
it's necessary
Yeah.
to get to that point.
But yeah. But after a certain point, it gets toxic.
Yes. What's that?
And that's why we are so solitary right now.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Because
I'll
we do
say
need people
this.
and we do need relationships.
We do need people. We do need relationships. I'm saying that in the current climate, which makes a very good point because you will hear me talking about energy and the real, because there's a whole narcissistic energy that's playing out there with men and women.
Yes.
Narcissistic women, narcissistic men, relationships.
Yeah.
Ooh. So
Yeah.
I'll stay over here. I'll observe because
Have the discernment. Yeah.
yeah, I'll stay over here and I'll observe because
Yeah. Not anyone.
is not anyone. And then when you learn about energy and you learn
Yeah.
about fluid exchange and the energy that's in your fluids and like it goes deeper, way deeper
Yeah.
than that for me. Than the feeling and the wanting of being with someone. It really does become about protecting your energy. And if you know what I know, then you know what you'd understand exactly what I'm saying. That it's bigger than all of that. So as I said, it doesn't mean that you don't get nurtured though, because I get my nurturing through this. This is one of the ways I get my nurturing. I have friendships of which you know what are male and female, of which I get my nurturing through that. But guess what? I don't have to exchange any of the bigger parts of myself that I don't want to. You get what I'm saying? Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
that's not what I guess I was insinuating.
Well, no, I'm saying
Clarity.
it because at particular point, you know what? Sex is a big one. Yes, I did say it. That's not. We're not kids. Sex is a big one. When you are every time you lay down with somebody, you're exchanging DNA. You're exchanging energy through that body fluids. And when I say energy, the essence of you, you're giving to somebody else, or they're giving you theirs. And a lot, if you ain't got the right one, you could be getting some bullshit inside you.
And
You'll be
that's why
taken
what
down.
Susie said is important. Because you
Yes,
need to learn to validate yourself so you're very fulfilled. So you
absolutely.
attract partners that are also at the same frequency.
Absolutely. 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 Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I'm not
100%.
anti-relationship. I'm not scared of men, nor do I hate men. Not at all. Not at all. In fact, it's quite the opposite. I just have a deeper appreciation and understanding of what's going around.
No, I hated men for the longest time.
Did you?
No shame. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't say I ever
So
hated men
yeah, it's a weird thing.
because you know what I learned through my whole experience of dealing with them from a relationship or dating standpoint is that you know what men are men, yes, but you know what they're all somewhat uniquely different, and
Yeah.
you know good ones and you know or high vibrating, some vibrated higher than others. I'll just leave it at that.
Mm.
So, but to hate
Yeah.
them, there's something that you know what you can get from them that you can't get from nobody else, and that is their masculine. That is that masculine. For me, I'm just saying my perspective on what I feel because I know that that's not the way with everybody today. Because like I said, we got
Yeah.
So
Because
you
if you
need to.
haven't had that experience of safety
Yes.
in in the real world, you kind of start detesting that
Yes.
because you didn't have
Yes.
it in the first place.
Yes.
That's what happens.
Yes. Yes.
So you
Yeah,
kind of
but you
you
see,
wanting
in
it,
saying
but
that, you can't be weak. There's no way that you can come to
I
me
know,
weak. And as you said, I gotta feel safe, which means, you know what,
I know,
you're gonna have that aspect to you that, you know what, you can take care of it. Because
I know.
if I'm
But that's
honest,
why I
men.
became super masculine.
Absolutely,
You see what I mean?
absolutely, I get that. Me too. Me too. I get it. You know,
Yeah.
interesting.
Um. Yeah.
There are so many aspects to this topic. I love it. I know there are, and that, you know what? Listen, society is changing, and you know what? I think what we in changing in the sense that some things are being dismantled and being dismantled as we speak. Certain thought processes about certain things, it is being dismantled. The change is happening. And you know what? In order to, I believe, um, we all live in the same world, so it's healthy to have these conversations so we can process also some of what's going on because we are part of that collective. And our opinions and our thoughts, it really does matter um, with all of
And
it.
yeah, I want to clarify. I don't hate men anymore because I had good experiences with men, which helped me heal that part of myself. Make sense? So you need real life experiences to heal whatever you're running from or
Absolutely.
suppressing, I think.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I do believe, I do believe, and if you, yeah, absolutely, yes. In those relationships are going to look like something different for each of us. Really, it is because whatever it is that we need, know this: the universe is going to bring it. It's up for us to recognize. And
Yes.
you know, as I
Yes.
said earlier in reason, season, lifetime. We are programmed to think lifetime. We are not programmed to think reason, season, lifetime. So I think more of reason, season, lifetime. And you know what? Listen, hey, if it should end up being a forever, well, great. In the meantime, okay, what's the reason what's the reason we're connecting? What's the reason for this? You know, and why
Yeah.
is this person shown up in my season? What am I to show them, or what
And
are
I
they to
think
show
that's
me?
why you need to learn to fill your cup so you can discern the difference.
That's right.
Because if you're living in scarcity mindset, you will be constantly latching on to people,
Yes.
or
Yes.
if there is some kind of wounding around abandonment, whatever, it's very personal.
Yes. Yes.
You need to figure that out.
Need to heal it.
Need to heal it.
Okay, I'm just going to finish reading. I want to be clear regarding myself. I am a huge
And
people person. Yes. We didn't think you weren't, Susie. We didn't think that you weren't. I love men, respectful men that know how to engage in a wholesome conversation. Yeah, yeah. And you know what? No fairness to men too. You know what? Men want women who can. Because you know, I hate to say it, but you know what? With this unbalance, which brings me to something I do want to talk about. Women are completely out of balance. Some of our women, not all, because I can't speak for all women. But once again, have we lost our fucking way? Have we lost our way?
Yeah.
Have we become
Seriously.
that? I want to say fake phony. You're fake. Half of what you got on your body is fake. Half of what comes out your fucking mouth is fake. Yes, I said it. Because you know what? You do represent me. I don't see authenticity. And where'd you get this fucking mindset that you know what, a man has to be able to take all care of you? What about you fucking taking care of one
Yeah.
another? What about you? What are you bringing to the plate?
I love that. Yeah.
Where is your head? And yes, I'm talking about you young women. You younger ones, put some fucking clothes on too. I just said that to you. Put some goddamn clothes on. I do not want to look at another one of you fellas' asses. And I don't think any man, yeah, I'm saying all this shit. You know what? I'm just fucking disgusted. And yeah, I'm using the word fuck because you know just how much that this is bothering me. I cannot believe how some of you are dressing. Have some common sense. And then you want a man to respect you? Yeah, I just said it just like that. You want him to actually respect you. Well, stop showing your ass to the rest of society. And my sisters, and yes, I'm talking about my black women out there. And yes, I got the fucking authority to say this to you. Stop shaking your ass to everybody. The nails, the eyelashes. And you know what? Listen, I just gotta say. And yes, you know what? Even the fake hair. The fake hair, we gotta stop it. We do. We gotta stop this shit. Yes, I got a fake piece of hair on my head. Why? Because I ruined my own goddamn hair trying to look like somebody else. That's why I'm wearing this. And praise God when I can get to that particular place and space of when this shit comes off my head. We've lost our way. So, you know, when we talk relationships and whatnot, yeah, these are the things because it's out of control. Out of control. I don't know who told you
That's
that you were a
true.
fucking queen. But you're not when you don't act like one. And not everyone that says that they're a queen is a queen. Not when you be out there acting like a damn hoe. Yes, I just said it. I just said it like that because you know what? If your auntie didn't tell you, and if your mother's been acting too much like a hoe too, that you got that shit from her, I'm here as your auntie to tell you this has got to stop. This is not good for us. Anyways,
Yeah.
yes, I said it. And I
It's
meant
like it
every word. And I
attracts.
won't be coming back to say apology.
Yeah, I don't know what is going on with women in general.
I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted. And you know what? Put the fucking phone down. Stop. Stop it. Stop putting your personal life out there. You know what? If your man is actually cheating, and he's cheating, you know what? Go handle your business. Because some of you women have children. You have children. You don't only put him on blast, you are putting the whole world out there so that you're putting your children out there too. Think about it. Stop thinking about the views. Go do some healing work. Anyways, yes, I said it. So you can tell what's bothering me. Okay, anyways, yep, I did. I said it. I meant it.
You needed to vent.
Ooh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Susie has a question.
Well, yes, Susie. What is it? How does this relate to marriage? How does it relate to marriage? Well, you know, you got a lot of those women that want to be
Character?
pick me. They want to be pick me women, and I'm just saying that you know what? Are you marriage material? And I'm just talking about some of the areas of in which you know what we have broke down as and don't let me get started on the men because I could go there with the men. Because you know what, men? You know what? Find yourself. Pull up your pants. Pull up your pants. Oh my God. And listen, I do not want Patsy when I got shit to be done. Yeah. So that's your notice from me too. Anyways, do you though? Do you? Anyways,
There's a lot there, but I need to have dinner, so
yes,
I'll
we're
just
gonna
wrap
wrap
this up.
this up because unless you got something else that you would like to say,
Yeah.
we
No.
could take this.
Anything? Anyone else on the chat
It's already
wants
it's
to add?
already derailed.
Okay.
It's derailed, but in a good way, I hope. Well, listen, I thank you for coming out again, and even though we had some difficulties in the
My
beginning,
pleasure.
it all worked out. It's time to go get something to eat, and I think we have a lot to. Well, we got some things to think about, anyways, because a lot of things were great chat. Loved it. Well, we thank you for showing up too,
Oh,
for being here,
yeah.
and everyone
Have a
go
great
and
weekend.
yeah, go make a great weekend. And I'm gonna leave here, and I think I'm gonna go out and work on my fire pit outside. So you make a great day. Uh, we will chat again soon after this, and well, maybe not right
Thanks for
after this.
having me, Hilda.
Oh, always my pleasure. And thank you
Pleasure.
for coming out. And I'm gonna leave you. Peace, love, and good vibrations. And bye.
Bye, everyone. Bye, Sabrina, Susie.